Hello friends, how you guys doing? Welcome to Jimmy Ann's channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the 10 reasons why your hair might not be growing. Now, there's some reason why hair doesn't grow because there's a medical condition underneath that. So that we're not talking about that in this video. I do not know anything about that. I do not want to put my 2 cents in there. But from my experience, I'm going to be talking to you about these 10 things. It's based on what I learned from me and what I've seen from other people. And these lists are not inclusive in any way whatsoever. This video is intended to help somebody out. It's not intended to bash anybody or to judge anybody. As a matter of fact, these are 10 of the things that I learned about my own. These lists are not like one before the other. These just random numbers that are assigned to it based on how I wrote them down. So it's not like number 1 is a high priority or number 1 is more important than number 10. The first one on my list is not sticking to a routine or lack of. We all know routine is good for us. So knowing that routine is good for us, we must understand that routine is really important to our hair. And it's not like routine is something that we just jump into. It's more like playing around to figure out what routine works for your hair. And I'm gonna throw it out there like there's different routines for different seasons. At least that's how my hair works. I cannot use the same routine that I use during winter for summer. So during winter you see me use more of a cream, and during summer you see me use more of oil. So it is really important to figure out what works for your hair and go about and do it. Another reason why you might see your hair not growing as much, it's due to the damage that the heat might be causing. It's not like you meant to do damage to your hair, but sometimes our natural hair, it's easier managing if we're able to blow it out or if we're able to use coil and stuff like that. Apart from steaming your hair, you really want to stay away from using hot iron on your hair, using high heat on your hair. I would recommend using reduced heat on your hair or low heat. Nowadays, if you look around, you go to the store, you see some blow dryer that are actually cold hair. So if you can go in that route, if you're somebody that like to wear your hair stretched and you do not want to go around with a chunky twist or something like that, and you prefer to just stretch your hair by this method, you might want to look at the alternative and look at a better way to incorporate that into your hair without compromise the health of your hair. Number 3 things is over manipulation. Of course, we're going to have to manipulate our hair to get it to do what we need to do. But over manipulating, just the word over, means we're doing it in excessive. And most of the time we do this because we want to try so many styles, we want to do this, we want to do that, or we're doing the wrong thing and then we want to get it back to the right thing. The example of that, it's going to be you wash your hair, you let your hair go, shrink to your head, and then you want to start combing it without adding water. That is one of the things that damage our hair, because our hair start getting pulled and start getting break off. I would advise you, before you comb your hair, make sure it's wet. Spray some water in it, or if you want to put your leave-in conditioner in it and then kind of brush it or comb it, that reduces the tension and over pulling and over breakage on your hair. Number 4 reason why your hair might not be growing is because you're not paying attention to your diet. You're not drinking enough water. These 2 things is pretty important because the hair grow out of our body. Even though it's a dead protein, there's no protein to come as a byproduct if we're not eating enough protein, right? And there's no enough water to help our hair to be pushed out of our scalp. It is really important that we pay attention to our diet and drink enough water for our body. Number 5 reason is you are not listening to your hair. If you watch my last video, you're gonna see when I was talking about me not paying attention to my hair, and when I started paying attention to my hair, I started seeing good results. This is absolutely true. So you want to listen to your hair. You want to listen to what your hair wants. When I said listening to it, I mean pay attention to what your hair like, what favors your hair, what your hair thrive on. Because if you do, you will love your hair for that, and your hair will love you for it. Number 6 reason why your hair might not be growing, it's you are not paying attention to your scalp. You got to pay attention to your scalp. That's where the hair is growing out from. it is really important that we keep the scalp clean, that we make sure if there's a dandruff issue, that we're taking care of that we notice if our scalp love to have oil in it or if it doesn't. Next reason why your hair might not be growing, it's because you are not using enough moisture and you're not keeping moisture on your hair. Okay, so there's two types of way that we can style our hair and trying to keep moisture going with it: the LOC method and LCO method. For me, I find out that for years I was doing LOC, but what really works for my hair, it's LCO, which is liquid, cream, and oil. Or I skip total of cream lately. I just go for liquid and oil. That's all I do, and my hair, it's doing okay. There's nothing wrong with it. As a matter of fact, it's thriving on those. Now, it would not be giving me that if I did not pay attention to know which of the two works for my hair. For some people, LCO is the deal, which is okay. You just have to figure out which one works for your hair and tailor it to your hair. Another reason that your hair might not be growing, or it seems like it's not growing, it's because you are not taking care of the ends of your hair. Okay, this, I believe, it's one of the big ones. Even though our hair grow in different length per month, some people grow faster than the other based on genetic and any other reason. Everybody's hair grow. Everybody's hair grow. How much of it is growing, or how much of it are we retaining when it grows, is the question. And this one, I think we need to pay a lot of attention to. Your hair grow, but what is happening to the end of your hair? I'm talking about the tip of your hair. What is happening to the oldest part of your hair? Are you giving it more TLC? When you're doing your hair, are you giving more attention to that end? It's more fragile. So are you taking care of that end better than the hair that is just growing out of your hair? Because if you do that, you will see that you will have more healthy ends. You will not have split ends. You will not have knots in your hair. You will not have all these things that will cause you to trim your hair often, or things that will break your hair off often. For somebody that is doing everything right, but for some reason still see that they're not retaining length, pay attention to this. Start giving a more loving care to the ends of your hair, and your hair is going to thank you for it. That takes me to the next one, which is number 8, why your hair might not be growing. It's you're not trimming the end of your hair. Please do not confuse that with my last point when I said you need to take care of the end of your hair. Now, no matter how much you take care of the end of your hair, the tip of your hair is going to grow older. That's just the way it is. So it is nice for you to trim that ends out, because when you do, then your hair will grow even faster, and then it's going to be more healthier. And then when your hair is healthier, you're going to see more growth. You have to do both. One did not cancel the other. Number 7 actually do reduce how much you trim, if you understand what I'm saying. Number 9 reason why you might not be seeing growth on your hair: doing what somebody else is doing to their hair. This is a tricky one, because I come up here and I show you what I do with my hair, and obviously you might want to go and try it. That's not the problem. The problem is picking every different type of hair of different type of people are doing. I don't know if that makes sense. What I'm trying to say is you need to figure out your routine, because when you know your routine, you kind of sort of like understanding your hair, and you will not be jumping on everybody bandwagon as in trying to do what everybody else is doing. I hope I made myself clear, and I hope I did confuse you. If you have any question about what I just said, please leave it on the comment below, and I will surely get back to you on that. Number 10, it's more of an information. You need to understand that if you having a lot of shedding on your hair, most likely there won't be growth. So you want to find out what can reduce the shedding in your hair so you can retain your length. that it's really going to help. It's kind of discouraging if I'm doing everything. I'm actually dedicating my time to my hair. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and I'm not seeing the result. So this is the reason why I think while I'm taking a break from doing all this other video, it's really important for me to come up here and kind of explain to you what I learned about my hair. Because I come up here and I'm not losing my hair. I tell you what I do with my hair and what is working for me, what is not working for me, and there's no shame in that. Just because there might be somebody else out there like me that a product will work for everybody else, but just doesn't work for me, and that's okay. I love my hair still. I can do a lot more with my hair. I don't have to just do that, right? Or just use that product, right? And the last thing, I'm not putting any number to this, it's you can pretty much ask God for whatever you want. God said, talk to me about anything. God wants us to talk to him about every part of our life. Guess what? Your natural hair is important to you. Your hair is your crown, right? So you want it to thrive. Talk to God about it. About how you do not want trouble with your hair. How you want to be able to have a good, healthy hair. And trust me, God listens to everything. We are his children. And a father listens to their kids. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you have not subscribed, please click the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you want to see, and I will surely do the video if it's in my power. And if you have any question, like I said, please leave it in a comment below. If I just want to say I love you guys so much. Thank you. Mwah. XOXO. Bye.